It's JW again. I just thought I'd jump on, just get over from the middle school to the elementary school now. Second stop of the day. Well, I do an in-between stop at the high school, which is not a school. It's close to the high school, and it's as I explained on the previous video, it's a traffic light that needs monitoring. So, because we get a pretty big crowd crossing there when school gets out, when high school gets out. So I just got finished over there, and now I'm over at the elementary, and it's just starting to back up a little bit. But I will say this, that's a good sign. There's only 3 or 4 cars parked out on the street, which means that most of them are starting to show up at a reasonable time. Instead of coming, at 2:30, they're coming around 2:45 now, which is good. That's really what we're looking for here, is to, we can fit a bunch of them off the street. Probably get about 30 cars in before we have to start backing up the road here. So if they come a quarter off by the time the backup starts, it's close to 3 o'clock, 5 off probably. And that's what we like. And I mentioned on the last video too, before I forget, that those bikes and scooters can become a problem. And I don't know. I give my little sermon to the kids at the beginning of the school year, and I'm going to probably have to give my sermon to the kids on the bikes, especially in the bikes and the mechanized scooters there. So, because if you hit someone with either of those objects, they're gonna break some bones at the very least. And I mentioned that I almost got hit by one yesterday. A little girl last week. A young girl lost control of her bicycle. It was a bicycle, just a regular pedal bicycle. But you get hit with one of those. They make them heavy now. When I was a kid, the bikes were kind of lighter. Some of the racing bikes are light still, but these new bikes, especially those ones that have the motor on them, my God, those things are like a tank. You hit someone, you get hit with that, and listen, if you want to be on the road with those, that's fine with me. But you got to obey the traffic rules. But I'm finding a lot of the high school kids that have them. I don't know. I don't know if you need a license to use one of those. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't see any plates on it or anything. But yeah, a lot of the high school kids use them to get back and forth for transportation. And it's great transportation, but those things, they go 40 miles an hour, I would say. And I just hope they're paying attention. A couple of times they whizzed by me, and I had my back to them, and I thank God that I didn't step off the curb, because, they're kind of quiet. You really can't hear them. But, so anyway, on the way over, I saw one, and it was whipping around the rotary. I have to go around a rotary on my way over here. We call them rotaries up here. I think some folks call them circle. I don't know. That circle that you go around, we've always called it a rotary. Roundabouts, some of the other parts of the country refer to it as, I believe, which is probably a better term for it than rotary, but because it is a roundabout. And but we have a couple of them in this area in Amesbury. That one in particular is very confusing. It's like a 4-way with a rotary, and it's kind of, I know the rules of the rotary. I've been here in Massachusetts. We've had rotaries forever, and a lot of people tell me they come from other parts of the country and they've never seen one before. And driving up here is a nightmare for them, because there are rules to the rotary. The rotary, of course, the first one, not the first one, but if you're in the process of circling around a rotary and someone pulls up to the intersection, the person in the rotary always has the right of way. And if you remember that, you'll be okay. It's unlike a four-way stop sign where the first one that gets there is the first one to leave, if there are others getting there similar times. So anyway, yeah, so I thought of it when I saw this kid going around the rotary, and then he swings out and passes a car. He did pass on the left, but that's not the point. It's like he had room to do it, but imagine if a car tried to do that. I mean, I think they should be required to obey the rules of the road. I'll have to go on Google sometime and check that out. I don't know whether or not they're licensed or they have to. I don't know. Maybe someone knows. You can leave a comment down below. But they move pretty well. And like I say, they're very heavy. And I don't want to get hit by one. And I know nobody else does. So I guess just one more thing to be cautious of. And we'll see what happens. But anyway, I just want to jump over here. And the traffic is it's backed up pretty good, but not as bad as I've seen in the past. So, and it's starting to move, so that's a good thing. Maybe they're up at the school area. They let them drive in to pick up their kids. Sometimes they make them wait, and that causes severe backups. This one's looking pretty good, actually. So, as I've mentioned in previous videos, it takes a week or two before everyone gets in the groove, and it looks like this group, after I think this is only day 6 of school, maybe, and it looks like they're getting in the groove here, which is good. So anyway, I should get out and attend to my duties. Still got another 10 minutes before the kids get out of school, but I like to get out a little early and just size up the situation. And as I say that, the traffic is just moving and there's no backup at all now. Once they start letting them in, the backup clears up, so this is a good sign. So I'll check in with you guys tomorrow. Hope you all have a great night. Take care.